Hey, it's Max, and I have allergies. This week we talked to Cheyenne Scruggs, who's a local actress and model and pretty good person. Hope you think that as well. Or something.
Is sitting here with us tonight. She does film in Boise. She's also a model, isn't that right? Cheyenne. Would have been cool if you wore a red dress tonight. Cheyenne. Will I wrap this up soon? I think I might. Cheyenne.
I love it.
That was good.
Come what may, dude. So to start off, I asked what drinks you wanted, and you said anything that doesn't have ginger in it, because ginger sucks, ginger this, ginger that, ginger whatever. And so my question, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. No, there was this time
You're not wrong. I just want your reasoning.
For my senior class, we went on a trip to the coast and we did deep sea fishing. We were all scared that we were going to be really nauseous, so we got
Ginger ales.
We got ginger ale, we got ginger candy, we got candied ginger, we got ginger cookies, and then we ate and drank all of that, and we still got sick.
You should have just got a Valium.
But so now the taste kind of makes me feel a bit nauseous because that was not a good memory. That's my.
If I had a nickel.
For every time you've made someone nauseous?
Yeah, I feel like I'd have 4 or 5 nickels.
You'd have 4 or 5 from me this week.
Rude.
So Cheyenne, are you from Boise?
No.
Yeah,
I'm an Air Force kid, so I'm from a lot of different
from the
places.
sky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. I like to tell everybody, whenever they ask, I'm, from everywhere and nowhere.
Yep.
Because I don't really have a place. But I'm from, a lot of different places. So I was born in the UK, actually. But I was only there until I was, 1 year old. So I didn't get the accent.
Did you get that
It's
dual
really
citizenship,
unfair.
though?
I did.
Or the teeth?
Yes.
You
I
got
am a
English
British subject.
passport?
No, not right now. I have just, my regular
badass.
passport. But
Yeah.
What's-
I had one from when I was a baby.
So do you think the Beatles are just whatever?
There's some great stuff. I'm not a huge Beatles fan, actually. I'm more of a Rolling Stones girl.
Okay.
So, you did your pop music, or history. I think I did history of rock, and I didn't even know for a while that they were at the same time, the same era. It was the American Beatles, right?
Maybe.
Bones.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay. What's your just music? What do you like?
I'm kind of an alternative girl, but I like a little bit of everything. I listen to movie soundtracks and scores, and then 80s is definitely my favorite, though. My favorite band is Depeche Mode, and they are British, so.
Oi.
Yeah, yeah.
Favorite composer, and why is it John Williams?
I do love John Williams. My favorite composer actually is Michael Giacchino. I don't know if I say his name right. But he did the soundtracks for Lost and some of the new Star Wars ones, Rogue One and everything.
I fucking loved Rogue One.
Rogue One was
Did
so
you?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of all their newer stuff, that was one of my favorite things that they made.
Was that
Many Gungans were killed.
the one with the BB-8
to
in it or
get you
whatever,
this
the little
information.
Holy droid, or was that
No, those
the
are the-
spin-off one that was only about the pilot dude?
It was about the Death Star.
Oh.
They had to get the
It had
plans.
Felicity Jones in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like
That was so good.
there's been so much new Star Wars content that's come out in the last couple years that it's my brain's starting to do what it does with Marvel and just fucking mold them all together, and I'm I know I've seen it, but I don't know.
It's they all tell the same story.
Yeah, they're all
So
a basic hero's journey,
yeah.
Yeah.
So give Cheyenne, give us your
Like
stocks.
stocks. No, I have no idea about stocks. Very disconnected.
Do you like current events though?
Sure.
Go. So, what are just some cliff notes of what's a
You wanna
Cheyenne
look at
fun
it?
fact? If you want, I had it
It's
and I just tried to. I don't really need it. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's full of
Very
current
generous.
events, and honestly, it probably will tell you tides in places, so it's both currents. Maybe something about electricity too.
Okay.
Samson,
Perfect.
do you like sports sections?
Sure.
Like- Well, that's got that in there.
I'll find it for you.
Thank you. That would be really sweet of you.
I don't have 2 copies of the
I like
New York
the Sunday
Times.
funnies more, but
We might have those. What day is on that?
This is
Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
woo! I knew it. That's
pretty
a thick
current.
boy, dude. There's only
It is.
one day that thick ass paper could be from, and it's Sunday.
I don't know if they just give New York Times out or if whoever's been giving them to one of our neighbors, it just rolls down to where ours is. Because
Wait,
it always
really?
ends up by my car in the morning, and I just kind of toss it
Really?
in because, yeah.
Weren't you parked in the, like?
Not
What?
whenever I'm like, I got that a few days ago. So it's like whenever I'm on the other yard side.
Oh.
Riveting shit, folks. Yeah, they'll just be a New York Times by my car sometimes, and so I'll take it.
I wonder who has the New York Times subscription.
We do now. We have New York Times.
No, I'm gonna look at it.
Fair enough. If you find something interesting, awesome.
I think it's been like 10 years since I've held a newspaper, like a real newspaper.
An acoustic newspaper.
Fun fact: I
ever
was
get your
the
news
editor
acoustically?
of the school newspaper.
No shit. Did you ever do anything controversial? Any?
We actually wrote some fucking hard hitting articles in that paper. Heather.
Names and
one.
addresses.
Heather did one about like the stibnite mines and the effect that it was going to have on the salmon population. And then like I did one about spotting a Pokemon in the lake.
And
And
The reception?
Everyone loved that one. Obviously, it was on the cover because editor.
we have nothing else to cover.
And I photoshopped a picture of a Pokemon into the lake.
Well, I mean, how often can you tell the story of the guy robbing that
It was
ATM the
April
one
Fool's
time?
edition.
Which Pokemon was
It was a
it?
Gyarados. Because there is a lake monster rumor in McCall.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, about a lake monster named Charlie. And someone wrote a book about it when we were kids. And like the cover of the book, strikingly similar to Gyarados.
Well, last week, Japanese scientists.
No.
No, I won't do it. What you working on?
What am I working on?
Yeah. Well, actually-
Can you talk about what you're working on?
Actually, okay. What parts of film do you do? And then what are you working on?
Right now, I mostly do a little bit of acting. I was PA on a couple of sets, and in something else soon. I'm gonna help out with props, so like moving up a little bit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. But mostly just acting. Gonna do like the I-48 thing with a team here in a couple weeks.
Who's your team?
I'm with Jordan Gore. Yeah.
We love
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes,
Um,
we do.
Is the I-48? Was there like a? I think I asked. What was like the theme of this festival this year? Was it like?
I don't know. Like,
Oh.
I don't know if we know yet. I think we
When-
just... Because it's one of those things where they give you, like, the prompt, and then you have, like, a couple days to do it.
And you haven't got that yet.
No.
Ah.
We get it on next Friday. Not
When's
this
the
Friday, but next
actual-
Friday.
When's the actual festival?
It's... I think it's going to be showing on the 10th and the 11th of June.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it's, like, the Friday before that we get the prompt.
Damn. Wait. So,
So you have a week to film?
Oh, we have basically 2 days to film. So you get the prompt on Friday, and then from then until like basically Saturday, we film. Maybe Sunday, I think. But then Sunday, you have through Sunday to edit it also and turn it in. Mm-hmm. So it's like the whole process in like 48 hours. Then they show it the next week.
Damn.
Is that how it is? I thought, didn't they? Because I know for a while, like the last 5 years, the first 3 years that I did it, it was like you had 2 days to produce everything. And then you could spend however long you wanted to edit or whatever. Oh. And then I think they did 1 year where there were it was called the I-48, but there was nothing within 48 hours that you had to do, sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I heard they were changing it a lot. And so I don't know if it's any different this year.
That was my impression of it. It might be a little bit different. That's what I thought anyway.
The way you explained it sounds fucking like high pressure but pretty fun. Like,
yeah.
You get a prompt and then you literally have fucking 2 days to figure it out. That's exciting. How many people are like on the crew?
I don't know. I'm in a group chat and like literally 4 of us met last weekend to talk about it.
How much do film group chats suck?
It's really weird.
Fucking worst.
There's not a whole lot of information that goes through either. Like it ends up just being like a lot of random stuff.
I've noticed there's always like the 2 people that look at a group chat that they're in. They're like, friends, I get to talk and respond to everything. Yeah. But then everyone else just needs like, the group chat's here to send the where and when for when we're shooting.
Right.
But like, yeah, there's always the 2 people that have to give their 2 cents on every fucking thing that's sent into it. And it's so annoying. And, well.
I watched it the best I could, but it's probably not returnable.
Okay. What if someone was like, I got a movie that I'm trying to make and you're going to be the lead in it and you can do whatever you want. What's like your ideal role?
My ideal role?
Yeah, you're like, I fucking got this. If you just let me be this.
I've always been interested in being like absolutely psycho for a role. Just like, I got to do a little bit actually in one of them. It was like a little like horror thing about a skinwalker, and I got to be like a little bit like murdery, but not much. I feel like it would be fun.
Did you put something up like within the last day of that?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I reposted it. It's this it's like this guy's like first thing that he did. And we started filming it in like November, and then him and the other guy directing like got in a fight. Oh. And also it started snowing and everything was being filmed outside, so we had to wait until like this last month to do it, to finish, and then it was just one of them that was like finishing it.
Word.
Yeah. But I do feel like that would be really fun. Like I've always loved horror and everything, so.
Do you know Jasmine Cephas Jones? I think so. She was Peggy in Hamilton, but she was in this show called Blind Spotting, and there's this scene where she's going kind of psycho, like how you want, but she has got like a baseball bat, and she's just bashing the shit out of this apartment she's in, but she's like reciting a poem like right into the camera the whole time, and it's like an 8-minute scene of just like one clip of her like. The whole thing's rhyming, but she's just getting fucking angry and bashing shit in and stuff. And you should watch it.
Yeah, send that to me. No,
it's ADD. Fun. You tell a story and it reminds me of sometime I broke my foot, which means I was listening, but it reminded me of something that doesn't matter.
I do that
Any
too.
questions, Samson?
No, man. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yep.
Oh. You wrote something down.
Oh, yeah, I know. That was something else. I had another idea. It was like a memory that I thought would be like a good thing for later, so I wrote it down. And then I like did some work stuff on my phone while you guys were talking because I didn't really know what you were talking about.
Oh.
But I did want to say that I loved your hedgehog shirt that you were just wearing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Those hedgehogs are adorable.
I got it at Ross.
What questions would you have to know about what we're talking about? How can I make an I-48 interesting to you?
I know about that.
In a roundabout way, a little.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of just zoned out, I guess. And then I heard you making fun of like ADD, which is not what I have, by the way.
I didn't say you. What?
And so then I was like, then I like zoned back in because I felt like you were referencing to me directly when you were like,
Oh.
you know, that ADD thing when you hear something and then tell someone something that doesn't. Because I did do that like 30 minutes ago.
All right, Cheyenne, you can leave. So I didn't.
I
was talking to myself because I did that.
Oh. Well, we're just two peas in a pod, aren't we? Cheyenne, what made you like want to get into acting? Have you always wanted to act, or?
So I always kind of wanted to, but I didn't know if I could. Like, I always was like, I want to, but like everybody says they want to do something like that, and I was like, am I going to be any good? So I'm like still working on actually like exercising that and seeing what I can do with it. But basically, when I was a kid, and you know, they ask you like what you want to be when you grow up, it would change based on whatever my favorite movie was. So like when I was younger, I really loved the Mummy movies, and I was like, I'm gonna be like Evie, I'm gonna be a librarian, I'm gonna be an archaeologist, all this kind of stuff. And then it changed with like the next movie, and I only figured it out when I was about like 15 or 16, and I was like, you know what, I think I just love characters. And I just want to be a little bit of everything.
That's awesome. Good for you for like realizing that. That's pretty impressive. It's a very self-aware thought to have at 15.
What was like the first role you saw that was? Because I assume you saw something and something clicked in your head where you're like, I can do that. What was the thing you could do? That was like, oh, this is like a realistic. Like, I could see how I could get into this now.
Oh, you mean like real life example of like it being accessible, or just that I personally could? I guess
both. Actually,
like
the first part you said, that's a good question that I should have asked you.
I don't think I felt like it was totally like I still went for it in college, going towards like film degrees and communication degrees. But I honestly didn't feel like it was accessible until I got here and like started connecting with people and like seeing that you could make stuff, you know, just as a community and, you know, things like that. But then the other part of the other way that I took the question, I was doing film school for like behind the camera stuff, but I ended up taking an acting class. I got on stage to do my monologue, like first ever time, and it was Clarice, like Silence of the Lambs monologue. And I like forgot my lines in the middle of it, and it felt like it was forever. It felt like it was like a whole minute, but it was like 10 seconds. And to everybody in the audience, it looked like a dramatic pause, and I was so nervous I started crying, and they're like, oh my God, you made yourself cry? That's so amazing. And I'm like, I forgot my lines and I was scared. And they're like, but it worked.
You faked it, right? And you made it.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, maybe I can just, you know, fake it.
That's great.
You ever do stuff like live stuff?
No.
Like theater? Or?
I haven't.
No?
I was a stagehand once. But
here? Down here?
No, that was in college.
So where did you go to college?
I did 2 terms at Walla Walla, Washington, at Walla Walla University. It was like a Christian college.
Yeah, totally.
And then I dropped out and took a couple years, and then I did community college for 2 years, and then went to Southern Oregon University.
Oh, cool.
Like their big thing is theater. I didn't go for a theater degree, but you know, like the Ashland Shakespeare Festival and all that. But I got communications degree, and it was concentrated in digital cinema.
Nice. That's awesome.
So this is as close as I could get.
Yeah.
For sure.
No, that's great. That's great. I had a lot of my friends were like journalism, multimedia majors, and like cinema and stuff at U of I. But we did like a lot. Like I was their muse for all their like film projects. In class.
Yeah. How were you their muse?
I would just be the actor.
Oh, okay.
They would say, stand there, let me paint you.
That's great.
So I'm a big thespian guy. What would you do? What appeals to you in theater? If you were to do theater, would you, I guess, either a role you would want to do or a job behind the curtain?
I haven't thought about it. Like, honestly, the idea of like just I haven't had a lot of practice with improv, and it freaks me out because I'm just like, I'm so nervous, you know.
Well, you're doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The secret
Yeah,
to
I
improv
get-
is that it's just conversation.
You're yes anding
Yeah.
us right now.
Okay. Well.
Oh, you
think-
froze. Scene's over. Sorry.
I definitely love like sets and everything though, like both on film and theater, like, you know, making everything look
Being a
realistic,
part of a
like, in it.
team, a community, a family.
Yeah.
No one's more important than the other. An extra is just as important as a lead, they say. Favorite role you've done in, like, not a hypothetical.
Favorite role that I've done. I do feel like so far it's been the little
1
the
week since-
skinwalker thing that I did.
What's a skinwalker?
A skinwalker is kind of like a Wendigo. But
know that.
Follow-up
it's basically
question?
like
What?
a Wendigo. So
It's like a
it's-
trailer,
Nothing about cryptids.
a motorhome.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, if you go back to like the Native American
Someone there might
thing,
not know.
It's a Native American shape-shifting werewolf type creature that eats people.
Yeah.
That's basically.
And there's a lot
Uh-huh.
of different versions of how Wendigos like came to be, but they say that in a lot of Native cultures, they say that it's they're, you know, kind of like shaman, medicine man type person who ate a person.
Yeah, ate a kid or something.
You have to commit
Become a
cannibalism,
cannibal.
and then you become a Wendigo,
the
and
initiation.
not a Wendigo, a shapeshifter. I think Wendigo might be a little bit different, but it's still based around cannibalism.
Because I think like
Winnebago is like the
Wendigo is like
JV
the-
version.
Well, the Wendigo is like the southwestern version, and then like the Skinwalker is like the more northern like version, I think.
Okay.
Of it. And, like they're from different tribes, but they're like the same concept, and like it was really like an oral telling, right? Because a lot of Native American communities have like oral telling stories that are passed down, and those are how like they create their community guidelines and stuff. So it was like pretty much a story that was like, hey, don't fucking eat people.
Yeah.
Some of the
Yeah.
best stories I've heard have been oral told stories.
Orally passed down from generation to generation.
That's the way to do it, man. I guess I could write it, but
Yeah, that's what it means. Like it, because like some languages don't have written word, right? Like Native American tribes didn't have like written, like, histories. Like they were all oral storytellings and passed down that way.
we're on the
So
same
that's what the
page.
history pages call it, but I know.
So they told them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they used their voices.
Skinwalker, mouth talkers. I think I get it, man. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, none of you have headphones on. It was just for me.
I heard that.
Behind my ear.
Hey, what's a skill that you think it could not be true, but what do you think a skill you could pick up like right away? If I was like, here's a Harley Davidson, you're like, check out this wheelie. I saw it on the internet, and then you.
I want to say painting, but not like masterpiece painting, but just like good painting.
Bob
Like a pretty good
Yeah.
good painting.
Yeah. A pretty good one.
Bob Ross type paintings. And stuff.
Yeah, I used to draw a lot when I was younger. I don't really anymore.
Mm.
I don't know why, but
How I wanted to sit down and like draw some pictures the other day.
Yeah.
Because I haven't in forever.
What's a creative outlet you have that nobody knows about?
that nobody knows about. Nobody.
Like, do you actually paint?
No, I
Do you draw
don't.
comic books?
Some people
Clay
know about
sculptures.
it, like my family, but I do video editing, but like music, like fan videos, like where you like take scenes from like Star Wars and then put it to music, and I do that.
Okay.
I've started like crocheting stuffed animals. Nobody knows that really, except for like 2 people.
Do you crochet with like the like one of the stencil things, or do you just like freehand it?
Oh, I don't. No, not with a stencil.
Or, I don't know if,
There's like
that's
a-
what it's called, but you know the things you wrap the yarn around so that you can.
You talking about like
Hook the thing
embroidery
over.
stuff with the.
It's like the thing you do that around.
What is
If
it,
you were gonna
loom?
make a hat, it'd be the circle thing that you wrap the thing
Isn't that
around.
just like a small loom?
Is that what a loom is? I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Let's see. Let's look up what a loom.
My mom did that a lot when I was growing up, though.
Loom.
She'd like do pictures with sewing, and then like she'd sew that into a pillow or whatever.
I guess
Oh,
it's
like
kind
a-
of a loom.
No,
this
that's-
one of these things.
yeah, that.
Those.
Oh no,
No,
I
that's
haven't
for-
used that.
That.
That's. I don't
Is-
think that's.
Oh,
What I
that's
was
for
thinking of.
a knitting loom.
I mean,
no,
I think.
it's not.
I don't
Sorry,
know.
I wasn't listening to really any of that. What was your secret talent?
I don't know if it's a secret talent, but
It's not anymore, but it's a talent. And what was it again?
I've been
Painting.
crocheting little
Crocheting.
stuffed animals.
Crocheting
There's
stuff.
this little like frog that you. So there's like this thing online where you can order a little package that gives you everything you need for a little stuffed animal, and it teaches you how to do it. And then from there, you know all like the right like stitches and stuff.
Mhm.
And it was a little frog. It's really cute.
That is
That's what I
cute.
started
I love
with.
Little ribbit at a
Love
time.
frogs.
When I ski raced, that was how everybody passed the time when we were traveling to different resorts and stuff, was crocheting, and we'd all make beanies.
Really? Oh, that's cute.
I can make like the beanie that Stan has in South Park with
Nice.
like it literally looks like the animated like shitty like.
That's so
But
funny. I remember
yeah, that's
doing
awesome.
a little bit of crocheting in like an elementary school like class or something maybe, or like
It's
middle
fun.
school class. But
We should honestly, it's something you can pick it up in 10 minutes.
I was thinking about going to the store and like buying a fucking like going to the thrift store and looking for like a sewing machine and like starting to like
Oh.
do some like full on.
I have the
Making my
circle
own
loom.
clothes.
Steal fabrics out of a dumpster of a clothing
Yeah,
store. And
exactly.
you're like
Just get
Vanessa
real
in the
crafty
Heights.
with it.
Hey, okay, so scenario. It's 3 a.m. You've had several drinks. You get home, and but you're hungry, and you're like, I need to eat before I go to sleep. But you want to like pig out and get like gross, but no one's around, so no one's there to judge you.
Okay.
What's your like guilty cheat meal?
You know, I don't have a lot in my new place, so this is pretty much what I've had for dinner like the last couple nights.
Found a
Kind
new
of like that.
place.
It is the Cheetos mac and cheese.
Whoa, you've actually been eating the Cheetos mac and cheese?
Yeah.
How is
Why?
it?
It's really good.
Now
Really?
Max
I
is
like it,
going
yeah.
to zone out. Samson
What?
has carried this conversation.
Is it just like
Samson loves mac and
does it
cheese.
just taste like the Kraft mac and cheese, or is it better, or like is there
Uh,
a hot Cheeto version?
There is a hot Cheeto version.
Fuck.
Yeah, no,
With
and it's
lime?
actually pretty spicy too. I don't know if it has the lime, but
I
there's
got it.
the regular, there's
What?
the hot Cheeto,
That's
and there's
gross.
also like the jalapeno cheddar version. Too.
Fuck.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one, but the other two are pretty good. The hot
Yeah.
one, it's so much red food dye,
Oh.
but it does taste good.
Yeah. Oh man, when I fucking love hot Cheetos so much. Oh man, I've like mushed up Cheetos and like dumped them in mac and cheese before, but then I saw the Cheeto mac and cheese at the store the other day.
Yeah.
And the box was too much. I couldn't do it. I was like, it looks like. I was like, oh man, like. And also, it was more expensive than Kraft, and I was like, okay, come on,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna splurge on Chester cheese. Like,
We used to do
What
when I
is
was
more expensive? Like 50 cents more for
Like
Cheetos?
$1.
Oh,
for the branding.
Yeah.
shit.
You get the little
That's
the
a lot
keeping
when
on
you buy
front.
like 5 boxes at a time, 10 boxes at a time,
Why
25 boxes at a time.
I go to Costco.
150 bucks.
A pallet of mac and cheese, $1 more each one adds up.
It's like
Yeah, I
600
guess I
bucks.
don't think about that kind of things.
I bet Costco would have it like
Mm.
in a big package.
Cool. I'm always just looking out for like, because I like to pig out, but in secret. And I like to know what people's like, duck away from everybody and just comfort food is.
Yeah. What's yours?
Let's see. Generally, if I have just a bunch of like meats and stuff in my fridge, I'll just cook all of them up to however they should be, and then just mix that with like pasta or rice, and then crack like 4 eggs over it.
It's not a cheat meal. That's what you eat every day.
It's that, but less and more, individual meats. But I also really like. I can put down like the biggest package of Oreos that they make.
Really?
Like in like one sitting, I can mow through like 1 or 2 boxes of them.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Oreos are good.
Pretty
I'd
sick,
go for
right?
Chips Ahoy.
Oh, which one?
That's a
Like
those
classic,
are yeah.
chewy, or like
Classic.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad will eat. He's the one that'll eat a whole box of it. I could do probably like a sleeve if I was like high and really just didn't care. But I also don't eat a whole lot. So like I do, but small portions. Yeah.
But frequently.
Yeah.
Like a little, but a lot.
I'm like a,
Yeah.
I
I'm
feel
like a
that.
snacker.
Yeah, I'm
like a
too.
snake.
I'm like a grazer. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll like make food and then I'll like take a couple bites and like walk away for like an hour and like
Yeah.
come back.
I'm like a snake, where it's like one meal, like one fat meal,
Gotta,
like
it's all
every 2
big in your
days.
stomach and like needs to
Yeah,
digest
I get
now.
like that belly, and then 20 minutes
You get,
later,
like,
it's
a
back
moose
to
outline in your stomach.
yeah, like. But that'll last me like an hour, and then
And then you shit out a full skeleton.
Yeah,
20 minutes
yeah.
later.
hey, what's like? Do you have controversial movie opinion, like a movie you think sucks that everyone likes, or the other way?
I don't know if I have
bet you hate movies that are universally loved.
I don't know
Forrest
about
Gump.
movies. I do about actors though.
Ooh,
Yeah, this is better.
any
I like
you're
that.
Yeah.
comfortable laying out?
Yeah, well, one, it's not even like a fully, like, it is acting, but it's also like looks that, like, in girl world, right? Channing Tatum,
No.
fucking gross.
Okay.
I don't
Oh.
like him. I don't like him.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Say
his
why.
acting is
Yeah.
just
because of his acting?
mediocre acting, and he kind of just like has a monkey face, you know. Like I don't think he's hot.
Mm-hmm. He's got like that dumb face.
I don't know why, but Julia Roberts like really irks me. Like I just don't like her.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's hilarious.
I don't know why. That one I can't really explain. I just overrated.
I have some opinions that I don't know why I have them, but
Yeah.
it's just how they are. You got any?
People that I don't like that everybody else likes.
Or just like opinions opinions that you don't know why you have them, but they're just off the beaten path, but you just can't help but like hate this thing, that like my Jack Johnson thing.
Oh yeah.
That you don't know why.
I used to be able to like list all these things off very easily, but I've been really happy in life lately, so it's a little bit harder to think about right now. But I
Search
would
for
have to say,
negativity,
like,
it's all you'll find.
The one thing that like really bothers me is when people are like, I'm on LinkedIn a lot, and people are like toxically positive on there, like to the point where it's like nauseating, like, and they're just like, you just gotta keep rolling with the punches every single day, buddy, like just woo, and it's like, all right, fucking calm down, Tony Robbins, like. and that really pisses me off, honestly. And just like people being like, just like the like repetitiveness, I guess, of like kind of the business world. But that's like weird shit. I guess like with movies, I just like don't like Marvel that much, and like I feel like everyone, and like that's like a fucking weird take for some people, and for others they're like, yeah, I get it. But it's like
Marvel people.
I just think it's they like, I don't like, maybe it's that I don't like sellouts.
There's a Marvel movie called like Captain Marvel or something.
Yeah.
And I don't not like Marvel, I just haven't
just don't
seen
care.
any of them. Yeah, sort of thing. And we're playing a game at work today where we should play it, but it's So you name a category, and then whoever names that, they turn around. Then the other two people, or however many people are there, they choose a number, like 7, and then you name items in that category that would be like a 7 out of 10. So we did. One of them was Marvel movies, and then that guy turned around and we were like, let's do 2. And so we'd name Marvel movies that were like a 2 out of 10. And so one of us would say, like, this movie, someone said Captain Marvel, and the other person was like, literally every Marvel movie. And then the person was like, was 2 the number? And that's the game.
Okay. So, like, it would be like...
So we could do cars, and then you would turn away and we go, 2, we're going to get him to guess 2. And then we'd say, like, Geo Metro, green Ford Ranger, whatever your car is.
My car is a 10 out of 10 because it's a green Ford fucking Ranger. All right, buddy.
We'll see. Like, we're going off like the general public's opinion for this game to work.
That is the general public's opinion. Have you not seen?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, dude. Everybody loves a Ford fucking Ranger.
No, only people who drive Ford Rangers like Ford Rangers.
Do you not remember the whole like viral Ford Ranger?
Yeah,
like,
Ford fucking Ranger.
Yeah.
That's what Ford Ranger people say.
Everyone loves that.
It's more of like look it. It's a Ford fucking Ranger.
What if I jump it?
If you jump it?
Like in the air.
You jump the car or you jump over your car?
No, like the car itself leaves the ground.
I mean, that's just cool with any car.
Exactly, dude. But you know what?
That's not like Ford
the Ford
Ranger
is
specific.
made for it.
No,
it's made to range.
The air is part of the range. You're right. I didn't think about that.
It's made to range dude.
Well, then what's a Range Rover do?
Range Rovers? I don't know.
Is it Rove Ranges?
It roves ranges.
This is just some of the riveting shit you can expect from the Call your parents in. We're getting fuck off. Whatever.
We're getting housed.
Yeah. Right. Cheyenne.
Yes.
What's your deal?
What's my deal?
Yeah.
What does that mean? That sounds aggressive.
Yeah, it does. But like, I tried to say it with like a smirk on it, so you knew I was, I'm just joshing.
What's
Like,
my
what's
deal
up?
about what?
What's up?
What's up?
Give me the rundown. Give me the 411
On just me?
do first? Actually, I do have a. Do people call you Cheyenne Rose Scruggs, or can I say Cheyenne Scruggs?
You can say Cheyenne Scruggs.
Fucking
I just put my
Scruggs.
middle name in there because, like, I don't know, like my great grandma Betty heard my full name when I was born, and she was like, she's gonna be a movie star. So I put my full name.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I don't have
But
any
that's like
questions.
the only
That's just
reason I put my
nice.
full name.
You can call her Betty, but
Betty.
Betty, when you call me, you can call me out. That was just for me. That's cool. Do you have a stage name? Would you?
A stage name?
Yeah. Or if okay,
I
I
don't
don't think
know.
you do. But if you did, what would it be?
A stage name like for acting or like a stage name?
I'll be right
like-
back.
Oh, for acting.
Okay.
Sorry.
No,
like
it's
to
okay.
check into hotels
So,
and
like,
shit.
No, I was thinking of, I obviously keep Scruggs because, my dad and his side of the family and everything. But I was thinking of, like, if I really go very far with acting, just going to Cheyenne Rose. So it's nothing new, really, but just cutting it down a little bit. But the reason I asked that is because, like, so apparently my great-grandma Betty and her sister had like a huge falling out because when her sister heard my name, she said it sounds like a stripper name, is Cheyenne Rose. And then great grandma Betty was like, and she like didn't talk to her for like ever. So that's
Honestly, I
don't think so.
understand where everyone's point of view with that. I can't pick a side with either of your family members for that because I know what they whoever heard Rose and was like stripper name. But like
Yeah.
also it's just a stripper name could be like Mercedes is it's just like if your name is a thing,
Yeah.
then it's a stripper. So if you were Cheyenne Shoe, that okay, that wouldn't work. Or a weird stripper. But I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, no, I can see it both ways, but yeah, so that's
I think it's pretty
basically
petty
is
to
it?
not talk to someone for saying it's a stripper name. But
I think there was more to do with it, honestly. Like, there's other family stuff going on, but that's how I remember the story.
yeah, good family, good family.
Yeah, no, they are.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I don't know. Sports? Any? No, not
I
at
did
all.
stats in high school for our basketball team.
I would
that was
film
it. That's all I know about
varsity
that.
volleyball.
Yeah, I kept score.
Right on.
Yeah.
Not like any sport at all. Like you go jogging or I don't know,
Jogging.
trampolines, skydiving.
I don't really follow
Poker.
anything. I would like to get into dance. I think that would be
There
fun.
we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen Rent?
No, I haven't.
Mm.
I've always heard about it. I haven't seen it.
It's really good. There's a cool dance that this is part of the ADD thing that I'm calling Samson out for. There's that Tango Marine song, and it's just a cool dance move. But that's what made me think of it. And
What are you calling me out for?
no, it's what you would have thought I was calling you out for. Because the ADD thing, you said something and it reminded me of something that had nothing to do with it, and then this would be the part where you were
No, it
like,
was just
"I
you-
don't do that."
It was just you saying there was an ADD thing that made me think you were calling me out.
Yeah. And I think I said that was an ADD thing again, which is what.
Oh.
Adorable.
I don't even have ADD. I don't know why.
I don't think I do either.
I have ADHD.
If anything, I have like
Mine's
an OCD.
high definition.
You can see it and hear it. Okay. Outside of film, then, outside of performing, you just have a day off of everything. Bills are paid, nothing to do. What's a day in the life for Cheyenne Rose?
A day in the life. So that's
DIT.
really hard to figure
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna have an answer that doesn't really answer that,
Okay.
but basically,
Should be a
like
politician.
more because I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure that out right now. Like, what I like to do and what I want to do in my free time. I spent like from my teendom.
Is that your ringtone?
Yeah.
What was that?
Was that
It-
like a bird call?
No, it's a raptor call.
A what?
Sorry, let me
So
turn
it is
it
a
down.
bird call.
A raptor?
A raptor, like a velociraptor. It's
a
my
dinosaur.
notification.
That's a
sounds.
bird.
Is it? I have no idea.
Birds come
Raptor's
from
like a dinosaur, right?
Birds come
Yeah.
from dinosaurs.
Oh.
But they're, I don't know, they say in real life they had feathers and stuff.
Have you ever looked at a chicken's legs up close? They look like dinosaurs.
I've never looked at a chicken up close.
Right, dude.
That's not me trying to seem like better than you. That's just I'm just telling you.
That means you're worse than me.
Okay.
But
What were we talking about?
I spent my teen years through
Teendom, right.
like 23 taking care of my mom, and that was like everything that I did outside of like school and work and all that. And then I got engaged and I ended up devoting my time to whatever he wanted to do. So now here I am trying to figure out what I like to do. I like to edit videos outside of film. And
So-
I play games sometimes, but
So we can cut this out. You're not engaged now.
There's no
You're
ring on your
okay.
finger.
Okay.
no,
Yeah,
we
there's
broke up
t-
in January.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would say sorry, but I learned that's a dick thing to say because it sounds like it's all good, or that's a better thing.
It was my. I
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get
but-
happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out what makes me happy.
So,
Good shit.
do you mind me asking, how old are you now? Like 25?
I'm 27.
27.
I turned 28 in July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's why my answer for that, whenever people ask me like what I like to do, it's kind of boring because I'm still in that, I'm older, but I'm in that young stage of like trying to figure out who I am a little bit still.
So it seems like for a while you weren't like totally you because you were locked down with someone who was telling. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. What are you
situation.
trying to do? What
am I trying?
Are you like trying, waking up early and going for jogs, seeing if that's your new thing, or like how are you?
Have you bought any Pokemon cards? That's what I do. It's pretty fun.
I did do that when I was younger. My sister collected Pokemon cards. I collected Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, shit.
I was a Yu-Gi-Oh girl.
She's a bad bitch. She's a blue-eyed dragon kind of girl.
Yes.
Chase that dragon.
White dragon. Which now that I'm thinking about the blue-eyed white dragon,
Is that
I
me?
should have just called it the Aryan dragon.
Oh. Took me a minute. Anyway. So the reason I asked if you like Moulin Rouge was literally, or your musical, is just because for the intro. But what do you give me some of these things that make you like Moulin Rouge? Because that's a fucking big musical in my head.
So I think I saw it when I was like, it was like 2001, right? 2001. So I was like 6. I was 5 or 6. And I saw it on HBO. Because my parents had HBO. And I don't know. I just loved it. It's like next time it was, I don't know. I remember asking to watch the movie again and I couldn't describe it. I was like, there's the lady that's like singing and she's like dying. She like coughs up blood and stuff. And I was like, what is that movie? Like, I want to watch it more. My parents like found out who it or what it was. And
Obi-Wan
I remember
Kenobi's in it.
Yes, Obi-Wan. And it was like
Bono.
I was like 7, I think. By the time like my parents had figured out the movie, I had the soundtrack and I would listen to it in my Walkman.
Walkman.
Yeah, I would listen to it in my Walkman on the bus on the way home from elementary school. And I was like,
that's an album cover right there.
I put it in the let's see, my parents would play it in the car for me and they would play the tango, right? And I would tell my mom, she said this is new when she knew I was going to be an artist. She's like, she said that when I was younger, I would play it and I would tell her like, Mom, this song makes my tummy feel funny. Like I could feel the song, and it was so intense. And I remember that as a kid, just like feeling it. And like, that's why I was like so obsessed with it. Cause I could like feel it in my stomach.
Totally.
Moulin Rouge gets me hard too. I get it. Check this out. This is Aaron Tveit. This is the Broadway dude who does Christian.
Oh, you were talking about earlier?
This is him doing the option up with the tango Roxanne thing. Right here. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is. No, I honestly, and you don't have to, but you can cut this part out too if you want. But what I wanted to do at my wedding, when I was planning it.
This is if you want to cut it out.
If you want to, but yeah. But what I wanted to do at my wedding was I wanted to have the bridesmaids and the groomsmen do the dance from that scene, everyone doing that scene, like that dance, and I wanted it choreographed. I wanted to do that at my wedding as our first dance.
So like the reception starts and everyone like kind of gets a little bit out of your way doing their slow dance and you guys come through with your like
Yeah, when they're like, oh, the bride and groom for their first dance, and like, because my dad, at his wedding, he did the True Lies tango with his wife, and I thought that was so cool. I was like, I want to do that. I want to do like that scene because it's like lived in my head forever, and I wanted to do like all the bridesmaids and groomsmen like dancing around, and then we have our own little separate dance, and my fiance was like, nobody's gonna do that, like they're not gonna do that, and I was like, I'll literally
fuck you, dude. If you're watching this,
friends.
you're an asshole, bro. Like, go fuck yourself, dude.
But
Way to make it your wedding, you piece of shit.
Fuck you.
But he was like, we don't have to do this like show for everyone else. I was like, it's for me. I want to do it. I was like, I will literally pay your friends to do
And
it.
if you motherfuckers want to be in my wedding, you have to do it.
Yeah,
bitch.
I was like, I will literally pay them. And then he was like, I know you would, but like, we can't make them do that. Yeah.
So
With your hand up.
you're on like, are you on like good terms or not? Or?
Yeah, we're on good. We're on good
I was gonna
terms.
say, because like, way to make it your wedding, dickhead. Like, we will not have any theater anything. This is about me. This is my day, babe. Sorry.
You know what? And I always
I
felt
got
like,
a tux like
it's
every other dude who gets married.
I always feel like,
Projecting.
or I used to feel like, and I still do, it is still like both of your day, but like at the same time, like I can't remember what I saw, but somebody was talking about it and they said, like the woman, she leaves her family for your family, she carries the children, she takes care of the children, like the wedding is like her
Joseph
day.
Smith say that?
I don't know. Who's Joseph Smith?
It's the Mormon dude.
Bernie Edelman song?
But like
Yeah.
all the things that
He was like
we
14
do
or something,
that are
but
kind of like overlooked, that the bigger life things that like we take care of, it's like the wedding is supposed to be kind of like special for the woman a little more than the man to make up for that.
well,
think a
sure
lot of
didn't
people-
seem like it with yours.
I think it just
You
depends on
want
what
it.
kind of person you are.
Did you at least get your
nowadays,
food
but,
catered?
Like, still, like,
What?
if you make like a fucking, like, if you really want something at your wedding, whether or not like you're the man or woman, you should be able to work with your partner to figure out how to make it possible, or like logistically make it happen, or like make both parties happy. Like, it shouldn't be like, oh well, I don't
Like
think
one or
people
the
would be
other.
into that, so we shouldn't do it. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know until you fucking ask, like,
Yeah.
and just like a little bit of like, hey, yeah, that would be cool, even if you don't think it would be cool at the time. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, fucking play into it a little bit, because like there's so many other, there's just a lot of stuff that each person will do. But I think it's definitely how like because I've known girls who like don't give a fuck about like the ceremony of the wedding, right?
Yeah.
Like, but like the guy is like all like, it has to be this way and like perfect and stuff, and then like I've seen the opposite. And so I think it's just like dependent on like kind of the person and how they feel about like celebration and ceremony and like that kind of thing, and like just personal wants and stuff. But like that's such a cool fucking creative thing to like do at your wedding, like no one
Thank
does
you.
shit like that,
no one
I thought
choreographed
it would
shit.
be so fun.
Yeah, no, it would be, and it would get everyone like super hyped, and like, because that's the worst part about weddings is like how like much like rigmarole and like same shit there is at every wedding, and like sitting and just like, that shit's all great and stuff, but like to have like, a little bit more creativity like tied in, and like get people out of their seats and stuff. Like,
it gives
great.
people attending like another thing to look forward to, because
Yeah.
as cool as it is that you're getting married, like everyone there is just like, fuck this. Like,
They're like, "Can we eat
congrats
yet?"
or whatever. But yeah, but if they're like, we've been rehearsing this dance number this whole fucking time, and then also probably people want, if they respect the art, they're not going to be getting hammered, and so it's going to save you a few hours of your friends being drunk assholes.
Yeah. And then if they wanted to, they could do that after, but you still have that like,
There's still a reception.
yeah.
You get your dance number out though.
Then
Like,
you do a
that's-
flash mob at the reception at the end of the night.
That's fucking sick. All right. You write?
Do I write? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't really too much, but something that I might be working on soon, like within the next year, I've heard, is I wrote
Something with a raccoon.
I wrote a short story for one of my college classes. It was narrative storytelling, and we had to have a memory. We had to take one of our real, like, authentic memories, and then create a fictional narrative around it.
Oh, that's
You should do stand up. If you did that well.
And
That's kind of what it is.
and so, you know, I did that, and it was like this really, it ended up being more of a catharsis for like one of my harder memories, but it became like this really dark story, and it was like my only story that I wrote. I was really proud of it, and I don't know for sure if we're actually going to do it, but Jordan said he wanted to make it, so I have it on record, right? Yeah, we could be making that, and I don't know how much you want to hear about it, but it's pretty dark.
All you can tell about it.
All I can tell. So
If you want to save it for, this won't come out for like a month or two, but
Okay.
still,
I kind of want to
if you
try to get this one out before I-48 if possible.
yeah,
If we can
maybe.
shove it in front of some other ones, or
Yeah, we
I feel like
can,
it would be good to get it out before rather than after.
maybe. I mean, just to like plug the I-48.
Well,
Or-
if we can tag I-48, then maybe they'll like share it onto their story, and then that'll get us some more views on our story. Right?
I don't even know if they have an Instagram page or anything.
Really?
Let's find out.
there's definitely a Facebook.
I'm not opposed to
Facebook would be good because we don't have very many Facebook followers, and I feel like
we get so many fucking views on it though. It's
I know
insane.
it's crazy.
Really?
It's weird. I mean, their real algorithm thing is really good. Okay. Oh, look at them. 100.
You know, they have less than 200 followers.
We don't need to.
Yeah.
We'll figure this business. Well, shit. We're about a little over an hour now.
So can I
Yeah.
talk about something real quick?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've had this, like, so I've been out of college like 3 years now, right? And like recently I've just been like having a lot of like memories pop up, like from like assignments that I've done or classes I've taken that like I didn't really remember like right out of college, but then I'm like, oh fuck, I did this like project where I wrote this, and then I'll like find it in my drive, and I'll be like, what the fuck, like I could do something with this, or like just like remembering certain situations and stuff. But I feel like there's like a lot of like, I don't know, stuff that as you get older you kind of like start like looking back on more, and like realizing like, oh shit, like, that could be something, right? And honestly, like I was kind of like going through, I feel like what you're going through, like where like you're trying to find like what you're into, like what you're actually into, instead of just like what you like have been told to be into, or like have like tried to be into because it seemed cool to society or whatever. But just like writing a lot has helped me so much and stuff, and like remembering shit. But the shit I wrote in my journal earlier was a horror movie idea
Okay.
Ooh.
that we should potentially all work on together. And the idea for it is a trailer that I filmed in college, and it's for a movie, and the title of the movie right now, working title, Repo Man. And the concept is, in like kind of a futuristic world, people will like sign over basically the rights to their organs to get money, like to get loans, like because they don't have any
Collateral
like, actual
kidney or
assets,
something?
like they don't have any like thing to like.
But they got an asset.
They have like, lungs and kidneys and shit, and so like they get that to like get into like get like business investments or like college, and then there's like a government agency of repo men that if you're not making your payments will like come and find you and just fucking
hack out
Oh.
a
fucking organ or whatever.
This is almost kind of
Okay.
like the inverse of like the genetic opera.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, in a way.
What's
I don't think
that,
I've seen
friends?
You haven't seen Repo the Genetic Opera?
Mm-mm.
It's a rock opera.
About it?
And it's about
So is
people
Rent.
who get their organs, they get transplants and everything, and it's like if they can't pay it, the repo man comes and just fucking takes it back.
Oh fuck! Did not know that was a thing. That sounds very similar.
Sorry. But like if you take it with enough of like a different direction, it
is
could be really cool.
It's kind of different because it's like you have, it's your personal organs that you already have, and you're like, I need a student loan, but I don't have any like assets or whatever to, or like someone to co-sign with me. So like I'm gonna be like, hey, if I don't pay you, you can have my lung.
So maybe it could start with like. Just because I have a friend who one time he had like a sit where he had to pay rent or something, so he brought a snowboard to a pawn shop. Yeah. And he was like, "Can you give me like some money and I'll just give this to you?" And he just forgot to pay them back, and they sold his snowboard sort of thing. And
so it's like some guy shows up to your house and they're like, "We sold your kidney. We're ready to take it."
Yeah, you should do that with. It'd be like a pawn shop, but for organs. And so maybe somebody goes in and is like, "Look, man, rent's fucking me right now, and I'll give you my intestine as collateral," and then he just forgets.
It's like $1 a foot.
He's like, and then they show up. He's like, "No, I have the money." And then it gets too late, dude. Like,
you could also do sort of like a side from that, like of a person that like wants to do that, but what they do, like the government part of it, they do tests and make sure that it's like functioning, it's good enough for them to use. And then somebody has like is in really bad health and needs the money, so they go into the black market and give out or like lease or sign over their bad organs.
I like it.
With that,
we should brainstorm on this more. Some other time.
We'll write a whole thing.
Someone's getting just like a totally shot liver or something.
Last thing, we did what was it called? Real Men Wear Pink. And I went to the premiere and I was really fucking drunk. And I left about 20 minutes in. Well, it was when we did the mic, and
you brought in like a little
I brought a few shooters, one of the like Saturday 11 o'clock ones.
Shit.
But my question is, how was the film?
It was fun. I thought it was really cute. It's very teen. Like it was even a little bit more teen than I thought it was going to be. Not necessarily a bad thing. It was very. I mean, she went for coming of age, and she really got it. Elizabeth.
I could relate. I related to the script really well.
That was the one where it was like a guy who, like, a bunch of people think he's gay, but he's not, or something, or
so he like tries to change himself.
But it wasn't this podcast.
It's not you or me.
No.
It's not like about us. It's not like a biopic.
Finley didn't just come in here with a camera and then to send it to a festival. No.
Because I've been hearing that for a long time. Definitely struggle with that one.
But I heard I don't know, I heard it was good. It was like a cute film is what I heard.
Yeah.
People watch it and they're like,
it was really cute, yeah.
Okay.
But,
good shit. Okay. We're gonna wrap on up, but plug
wrap
something.
It up like a fucker on prom night.
Yeah, dude. Assume this will come out in like a month at the most, because it seems like we're gonna have you cut the line, which.
Well, maybe not. Yeah. If I didn't know if I-48 was like a big thing, or if this is also the only like person who's had something to promote.
Let's promote I-48.
This is the only thing that we've had someone who like has an upcoming project that's like with enough time for us to like actually get it out and like be like, hey, they have an upcoming project.
It's kind of exciting because it's a mystery.
All right, let's say it'll come out in the next 2 to 3 weeks, a little under a month.
All right.
Plug what do you want? If somebody saw this, what should they Google to become fans of Cheyenne Rose, not the stripper?
Not the stripper.
Or I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Assuming they're not your grandma or something.
I mean, you could just Google Cheyenne Rose Scruggs. Right now, the thing that I have out is Real Men Wear Pink. That's the only thing that I've been in that's premiered.
Is it out?
Ever.
Like,
I don't know. She said she was gonna release it publicly, like not put it on any, but
'Cause we still have
Potentially within a
reshoots to
couple
do.
weeks, it could be I-48 with Pineapple Productions. I don't know what the title is going to be.
We love
Jordan
pineapple.
Gore.
Yes, we do. We do.
It makes our cum taste good.
Pineapple likes all of our Instagram posts, and I don't know who they are, but I like you.
Oh,
We love
that's
them.
why.
They like you too.
Jordan, that's Jordan Gore.
Yes.
I was going for the cum thing.
I also like pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Regardless of the song of Dallin's song, he's got that song, or no, he has the intro to his album. That's the whole.
Listen, Dallin's a cool guy. I think he would be okay with me liking pineapple on pizza.
And I would have gotten to there if you let me.
Sorry.
Are you?
I'm getting a little antsy.
All right. Well, come what may.
Have a pretty good week.
I will love you till you're dying.
Never gonna give you up.
day.
Never gonna let you down.
Good enough, dude.
Never gonna run around and desert you.
Fist me. Thanks for coming, Cheyenne.
Thank you for having me.